This is Paul Pogba, and he's been gone from football for almost 2 years. However, he is finally back, so today I'm taking over the rest of his career, saving his legacy and trying to win him a Champions League. And of course, Paul Pogba has joined Monaco at an 82 overall. However, I will be taking over as manager at Monaco and every other club Pogba plays for to go ahead and make transfers to help him win trophies and eventually the Champions League. But before we can make signings to help Paul Pogba achieve great things, it's time for his debut for AS Monaco alongside Fati and Eric Dyer. Let's see if Paul Pogba still got it. And now it's Dennis Zakaria gives it into Paul Pogba, looking to make a great return through ball into Mika Birez with a shot, and immediately Pogba gets an assist. Let's go, Paul. And right before halftime, there is going to be a penalty. You know who's going to take it. And we know Paul Pogba has the longest run up in the game, so let's see if he could go ahead and get his first goal back in professional football for like 2 years. Come on, Paul Pogba, score it. And yes, he does. Paul Pogba gets his first goal for AS Monaco. And here comes Paul Pogba in the second half, looking to dribble here. Sends a through ball into Ansu Fati, who's also looking for a debut day goal, and he finds it. Paul Pogba gets yet again another assist. And have made a total of 4 signings. For 21 million, I brought in Marcus Rashford. 9 million, I have brought in David De Gea. For 22 million, I have brought in Lucas Hernandez. And the final signing is Alejandro Garnacho on loan. As this is the brand new lineup Pogba will be playing with Monaco this season, as the goal is to win a trophy for Paul Pogba. And that is whether it's the Ligue 1 or the Coup de France, because there's no way we win the Champions League. But it's now time to kick off Paul Pogba's journey in winning a trophy, and we're focusing on the Coup de France because we cannot compete with PSG in the league. And now it's Paul Pogba on the ball, sends a through ball into his former teammate Rashford, who has now joined them at Monaco. And immediately, 7 minutes in, Pogba takes the lead against Auxerre. And now it's Paul Pogba in the 14th minute, gives it back into Marcus Rashford with a finish. It goes wide. Come on, Rashford. We need to secure this game. And now it's Marcus Rashford, gives it into Paul Pogba, back into Sir Marcus. Can he finish? And it's another save from the keeper. Paul Pogba to take this corner kick. We need a 2-0 lead here. It falls into Ansu Fati, but it falls into Vanderson with a finish, and it's saved again. And now it's Paul Pogba on the run here in the second half. He sees a run from Ansu Fati, who cuts to his left with a finish, and it goes in 2-0 right into Ansu Fati. That was a difficult goal to score, but we might be going to the round of 16 of the Coupe de France. But now here comes AJ Auxerre with a shot. Great save from David De Gea. But here comes AJ Auxerre 1v1 with a finish. David De Gea making another save. These guys can come back though. And now it's Alejandro Garnacho. One more goal and this game is over. Rashford gives it back into Paulo Bill Pogba, who's waiting for a run. He gives it into Alejandro Garnacho. And here comes Garnacho. Gets rid of one. It's still Alejandro with a finish. It's a beautiful goal from Garnacho. This game is over. And the whistle is blown. Pogba's going to the round of 16 with a hat-trick of assists to his name. And if you want to start career mode in the brand new season with new kits and new transfers, check out Road Kits mods in the link in the description. And now in the round of 16, we're facing Stade de Reims. This should be an easy victory. And here comes AS Monaco's Garnacho, lays it back into Paul Pogba, who sends a through ball all the way to Alcuchiche, who lays it up into Rashford. It's a beautiful team goal from AS Monaco as they take a 1-0 lead. And now it's Paul Pogba on the 33rd minute. He's looking for an opportunity here. Nobody's opening up just yet. It's a through ball into Rashford with an easy finish, and it goes in. The Stade de Reims defense has been solid, but Pogba breaks it down again. Alejandro Garnacho on the ball, gives it into Paul Pogba, who's still looking for his first goal in the Coupe de France. Rashford through ball into Paul Pogba on his weak foot, and it goes in. This game is over. In the 48th minute, we make it 3-0. The whistle is blown. We're going to the quarterfinals, yet to concede a goal in the Coupe de France. And in the quarterfinals, we got Montpellier. Hopefully, we can continue our run without conceding, and obviously, more importantly, win this game. And now it's Ben Seguir on the ball, gives it into Paul Pogba, who gives it back into Ben Seguir. And here come AS Monaco, looking for the first goal of the game. Ben Seguir gives it back to Paul Pogba, who gives it all the way to Ansu Fati. Takes a touch, has the finish, and it goes in near post. What a great finish from Ansu Fati. And here comes Koulibaly on the ball, gives it back into Ferry. And it's Ferry, gives it into Savanier, who lays it up into Kasri, and it goes wide. Wabi Kasri missed a big chance. But here comes Alejandro Garnacho, who gives it to Marcus Rashford, who finds Paulo Bill Pogba through ball. Alejandro Garnacho through one goal again, and it's 2-0. We take another 2-0 lead in the first half. This game is well and truly over. Ben Seguir gives it into Rashford in the second half. Let's get a third and finish off this game. Pogba sends a through ball into Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati with a left-footed finish. It's a brilliant finish once again. This game, like I mentioned before, is over. And now it's official. We're going to the semis. I know these past games have been simple, but in the semifinals and final is where we should be facing the toughest teams. In the semifinals, we're facing Stade Rennais win. As you can see, Lille will be going to the final because in the quarters, PSG somehow lost to Olympique Lyonnais 1-0. And it's now time to face Stade Rennais, the hardest game of Paul Pogba's Monaco's career. But we have the best chance of winning the trophy now with PSG out of the picture. And here comes Munetsi, gives it to Davide Calabria. Calabria gives it into Blas, and it's a save by David De Gea. And now it's Stade Rennais. Vicente gives it to Najida. And here comes Najida, gives it into Mutesi. Let's win the ball back. Let's not concede a penalty here. Najida with a shot. De Gea with an easy save. And now it's Van der Sen gives it into Rashford, who gives it to Ben Seguir. Ben Seguir back through into Paul Pogba, who's 1v1 against the keeper with a finish. And no, it's saved. Pogba, you have to finish that. Ben Seguir on the ball once again, gives it to Paul Pogba, who finds Rashford. Back into Paul. Paul back into Rashford with a shot. And it goes in. Rashford helps us take the lead. 1-0 against Stade Rennais. And now it's Dennis Zakaria, gives it into Ben Seguir. Ben Seguir lays it up into Paul Pogba, who finds Marcus Rashford. This is beautiful football from Monaco. Gives it back into Paul. Paul into Alejandro Garnacho, and it goes in. 2-0 against a team who's produced Ousmane Dembele and Desiree Doué. We might be going to the final, you know. But here comes Stade Rennais on the ball. Kalimundo gives it into Blas. And here comes Stade Rennais looking to go ahead and get a goal back, and they do. It's 2-1. They can still have a remontada here. But here comes Stade Rennais once again. We have given away the ball. It's Kalimundo gives it to Davide Calabria, ex-Milan player. Let's not concede another goal. Come on, Enrique. It falls into Mutesi. And here comes Mutesi. We go for the tackle. Great tackle from Eric Dyer. It falls back into Blas, who scored earlier. Get the ball out of there. But here comes Stade Rennais. The pressure does not stop from them. I kind of take a step too further. And now it's Kalimundo into Blas. And no, is that a penalty? Okay, we're good. I think that was just offside. Stade Rennais just do not give up, don't they? It's Muteres. He gives it to Kalimundo with a finish, and it's 2-2. We have bottled a 2-0 lead. And after that equalizer from Rennes, we are going to penalties. Nothing happened an extra time. And to take the first penalty is Rieder from Stade Rennais as he goes down the middle and we get chipped. They go 1-0 up, and now Marcus Rashford to take the first penalty. He did it in the Parc de Princess, and he does it here as he makes it 1-1. But up next is Yildirim. I have no idea who this guy is. Goes to the right-hand side, and De Gea makes a save. Paul Pogba, come on. If you score this, we take the lead. You cannot miss this, especially with your run-up. Paul Pogba is getting there. He's slowly getting there, and Paul Pogba goes to the bottom left. We take a 2-1 lead. This is good for us. And now Altamari for Stade Rennais goes to the right-hand side, and it goes in 2-2. We still have the advantage. Eric Dyer surprisingly taking the next penalty as he goes to the bottom right. 3-2. We're not missing a penalty tonight. We're going to the final. Fofana up next to go to down the middle. And we get chipped again, but it doesn't matter because we are technically still winning. Ben Seguir, the young prospect from AS Monaco, bottom right finish 4-3. And if David De Gea saves this or Reese misses this, we're going to the final as he goes to the left. And no, they do score. And now it's all up to Ansu Fati. Flopped at Barcelona. He's trying to recover his career alongside Pogba here. Bottom left, it goes in. We're going to the Coupe de France final where we're facing Los Lille. And yes, like I mentioned before, we're in the Coupe de France final against Lille. But sadly in the league, we were nowhere near the title race as we finished in 5th place. And let's see if Paul Pogba and the rest of his teammates can keep their cool and win in the Parc de Princess. But now here comes Los Lille immediately. Yes, Natalie with a shot, and it's an immediate block from our defenders. And now it's Ben Seguir with a through ball into Paul Pogba. And here comes Paul Pogba. Through ball all the way to Alejandro Garnacho. Can he get there? Yes, he does. And he gets fouled. That has to be a red card. And what is it? Referee, that has to be a red. And it is. Oh, that should be a confirmed victory for us there. And now it's Alejandro Garnacho on the run. We should be winning this game. We have the extra man. It's still Garnacho. Does for the through ball into Ansu Fati. Fati gives it back into Paul Pogba with a finish, and it goes in. Paul Pogba takes the lead for AS Monaco. And now Paul Pogba picks up the ball once again. Sets another through ball. Really, Los Lille missing their first defender, and Rashford puts it in. That red card is really squaring them up. In 5 minutes, we have scored 2 goals. The referee blows the whistle. Pogba's winning his first trophy back in football. And then the Zakaria lifts the Coupe de France. And we have won a trophy with Paul Pogba. Obviously, we want to win the Champions League, so that might be up next. And what a season Paul Pogba has had. 15 goals, 22 assists, most appearances in the side. Now at an 85 overall. Not sure if he should leave the club or continue with Monaco to either win the league title or the Europa League, because I'm sure that's what they have next season. If you guys have enjoyed this video so far, make sure to subscribe. We're trying to get a 500k before 2026. And now in season number 2, I've decided to keep Paul Pogba here to win a Europa League, so then he can go to a super club like Barcelona and Real Madrid next season. But obviously this team does need work if they want to win the Europa League trophy. And as the goal this season is to win the Europa League, I have brought in 3 players in Kingsley Coman and Golo Kante and Aaron Wan Bissaka. Xhaka. As this is what the team is looking like, let's go ahead and win that Europa League trophy. And we have arrived to the end of the group stages where we finished in first place with only one draw. As in the round of 16, we'll be facing FC Twente. But it is now time for the first leg of the Europa League. If we win by a lot, we will not be playing the second leg, and it is a 2-0 victory. And it's now time for the second leg. You know what? I backed this team to win in the simulation. We won 2-0 in the first leg. This should be another victory. Yes, it's a 1-0 victory. We're going to the quarters. But in the quarterfinals, we have a tougher opponent in Valencia. Let's see how this first leg goes. We got a suspension in Singo, and it's a 2-1 victory. Yeah, we're definitely playing the second leg. But it's now time for the second leg. We are one goal up. Let's make sure we finish off this tie. And now it's Pogba gives it straight away into Kingsley Coman, who finds Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati gives it to Marcus Rashford, who lays it off into Kingsley Coman. We have built an amazing team here. AS Monaco and Rashford puts it in top bins. It's a 3-1 lead now. But now it's Wilfred Zaha on the ball. Has a shot for Valencia, and it goes wide. We're fine. And Valencia do have a corner. It's a cross in from Pepe Lu. It falls into Williams. Great save from De Gea. It falls into Hugo Duro. What is that defending? Valencia get a goal back. And now it's Van der Sar on the ball. Gives it to Paul Pogba. Paul Pogba gives it into Marcus Rashford, who finds Ansu Fati. Back into Rashford. 1v1, and it goes in. Pogba has been awfully quiet in this game, but it doesn't matter when you have an amazing team around him. But here comes Valencia through on goal. Javi Guerra with a shot that Gea, keeping us in the lead. And here comes Kingsley Coman. Let's get one more goal and finish off this tie. It's Paul Pogba waiting for somebody to run here. Pogba sends a through ball into Rashford, and here comes Marcus. Gives it back into Paul Pogba with a right-footed finish. It hits the post. Come on, Pogba. Alejandro Garnacho gives it to Ansu Fati. Fati gives it into Marcus Rashford, and here comes Rashford through ball into Paul Pogba to end up this game. Paul Pogba, and it goes in. We're going to the Europa League semi-finals. But in the semi-finals, Paul Pogba has to face his old teammates in Man United. Please, let's get a first round victory here. And it's a 2-1 victory. We actually have a lead against United. And it's now time for the second leg. Pogba being highlighted here. We need a masterclass from him for the club that treated him terribly. Here comes Man United. It's Takume. Minamino gives it into Dovbyk. Artem Dovbyk, great tackle from Singo. And now it's N'Golo Kante gives it into Paul Pogba. And here come AS Monaco looking to take a 3-1 lead in aggregate. Rashford with a through ball into Paul Pogba. 1v1 against Onana, and it goes in. Pogba extends the lead to 3. But here comes Artem Dovbyk for Man United with a shot, and De Gea is just standing there. Come on, David. And N'Golo Kante gives it to Paul Pogba, who finds Kingsley Coman. And now it's Marcus Rashford, holds it back, gives it to Paul Pogba. I guess he wants to go over his own here. It's still Paul Pogba, defeats the Man United defense, and it goes in. Immediately after conceding, Pogba gets his second of the game. But here comes Man United. Jadon Sancho gives it into Artem Dovbyk. De Gea makes a great save. And now it's Kingsley Coman on the ball, gives it to Pogba, back into Kingsley Coman, who finds Marcus Rashford. One more goal and this game is over. It falls into Ansu Fati, who gives it back into Paul Pogba for a hat-trick against his whole team. He has done it. Pogba sends Monaco to the final. And the Red Bulls always, so Pogba is going to a Europa League final. The question is, who is he facing? And in the Europa League final, we will be facing Newcastle United. But there is some incredible news as AS Monaco have won the League One title as well. Pogba has not only saved his career, but has transformed AS Monaco. But it's now time for the Europa League final. Can AS Monaco beat Newcastle United? Sadly, this game was extremely boring. And once again, Pogba is going to a penalty shootout. And the first penalty taker is Sir Marcus Rashford. Come on, we know you can score a penalty as he goes to the bottom right. We take a 1-0 lead, and now it's Brian Mbeumo for Newcastle United. Goes to the right, but it's a save from David De Gea, and now it's Paul Pogba. Can he go ahead and score his penalty to make it 2-0? Please do not miss Paul Pogba. I mean, he's getting close there. He goes to the bottom left and he bangs it in. 2-0. Newcastle are down, and now it's Alexander Isak, the best striker in the Premier League, goes to the right, and it's not saved by David De Gea as Ansu Fati is taking the next penalty. What is he gonna do as he chips it down the middle and it goes in? Let's go, Ansu Fati. Up next is Fabian Schär. Fabian Schär, the center back, goes to the right, and no, he hits the crossbar. And now if Kingsley Coman scores this, it's all over, and AS Monaco will be Europa League champions, and it goes in. Let's go, Pogba and Monaco are European champs. And N'Golo Kante lifts the Europa League as Pogba gets his second Europa League, and now it's time to move on. As good as this team is, he needs a superstar club to win the Champions League that he has never won. And it's another great season for Paul Pogba. 20 goals, 10 assists, now at an 88 overall. But the question is, what team will he sign for next season? And now in the brand new season, we are transfer listing Paul Pogba as he has already gone down in overall. So this last season is the last chance to win the Champions League with him. And immediately we have gotten 2 offers, one from Borussia Dortmund and the other from AC Milan. Now, I for sure do not want to go to Dortmund, but AC Milan might be interesting. However, there is another offer, and I think this might be the best one, and it is Bayern Munich. I might accept this. And the final offer we have received is Atletico de Madrid. I have a huge decision to make for Paul Pogba. And the decision has been made as Paul Pogba is joining the best German team of all time, Bayern Munich. It was an easy decision, but I'm pretty sure they could definitely win the Champions League. Bayern are definitely the most underrated team in Europe and the world right now. But let's see how Paul Pogba does with the Bavarians. And Paul Pogba has joined Bayern Munich as this is the team he'll be playing around. There are 1 or 2 signings we must make if we want to win the Champions League. And I have made 2 signings to help Pogba win the Champions League, and those signings are Pogba from Dortmund and Joe Bellingham from Borussia Dortmund as well. And at the end of the group stages, Pogba and Bayern have finished in first, as in the round of 16 they will be facing Slavia Prague. Oh, that's an easy tie. It's time to see how this first leg goes. We have probably the best team in the season right now, and it's going to be a 3-0 victory. We're definitely going to the quarters. But it's now time for the second leg. We easily beat them in the first. We should be going to the quarterfinals, and yes, a 1-0 victory. But in the quarterfinals, we will be facing Liverpool. Let's see how this goes for us. Let's get a good victory here. It's 2-2. We're going into Anfield at a draw. But it's now time for the second leg. We've arrived at Anfield. Let's make sure we leave here going to the semi-finals. And now it's Michel Olise gives it into Paul Pogba immediately here at Anfield. It might be snowy, but we're still gonna win this game. It's Michel Olise on the run now. Gives it back into Paul Pogba with a power shot, but it's blocked. And here comes Liverpool. It's Florian Wirtz on the ball. If they score, they go 1 goal up. And it's a shot from Castro, and it goes wide. And here comes Cody Gakpo on the ball. It's Bayern Munich. Gives it to Mohamed Salah. Let's not concede. Great tackle from Upa. Now it's Musiala. Lays it off into Joe Bellingham. And here comes Joe. Oh, no. Here come Liverpool. It's Castro into Mohamed Salah. Great save from Kobo. And now it's Jeremy Frimpong on the ball. Great tackle. We miss it, though. And now it's Curtis Jones. Great save from Kobel. Joshua Kimmich gives it to Alexander Pavlovic. Pavlovic gives it to Michel Olise. And here comes Olise on the ball. Through ball into Paul Pogba. We need a goal. We need it now. We need to take this lead right before halftime. It's still Paul Pogba. Still running. Paul Pogba with a finish. Come on, man. But it was a very tough game, and we're now going to penalties. This is not good. And to step up to take the first penalty is Alexis McAllister. We're at Anfield, so it's going to be tough. But Kobo already makes a save. And now it's Paul Pogba, the first penalty here for Bayern Munich. Can he set the tone? Come on, Paul Pogba. He's getting there. And Paul Pogba goes to the left, and it goes in off the post. Almost saved by Mamarashvili. And now it's Santiago Castro. Goes to the left, and he puts it away. It's equalized now, but we still have the advantage. Victor Gyökeres, you better not miss his penalty as he goes to the left-hand side, and it goes in. We take the lead. But now it's Florian Wirtz to take the next penalty for Liverpool. Goes down the middle, and it goes in. Save penalty for Florian there. And now it's Michel Olise. Do not miss this, man. We need you to score 3-1, 3-2. Let's go, baby. We're back in the lead. Curtis Jones. Oh, he smells like a miss here. He goes to the left, and Kobo makes another save. And now if Jude Bellingham's brother, scores this, we will be going to the UCL semifinals. Joe Bellingham goes to the bottom left, and it goes in. We're going to the next round. We have somehow overcame Liverpool at Anfield. And in the semifinals, we are facing the Bottle Jobs Arsenal. Let's see how the first leg goes in the Allianz Arena. 3-0 victory. We're for sure going to the final. And it's time for the second leg. There's no chance that the Bottle Jobs come back and score 4 to knock us out. It's a 4-0 victory, 7-0 in aggregate. We're gonna win the Champions League. I'm telling you right now. And in the UCL final, we're facing FC Barcelona. This is gonna be a tough game. But before that, Pogba did end up winning the Bundesliga title as Gyökeres is the player of the season. But of course, Paul Pogba is in the team of the season as well. And ladies and gentlemen, this is Paul Pogba's last season as he has decided to retire at a 91 overall. So if I don't win this game, Paul Pogba's legacy is not saved. And he had another incredible season, 17 goals and 10 assists in 54 appearances. Let's see if he can win his final game of football. And it's now time. Can Pogba win the Champions League on his final game of his career? And Paul Pogba picks up the ball straight from kickoff. Is Jamal Musiala running down the wing. Can we get a goal early on? We've done that a couple times. Musiala through ball into Paul Pogba. Cuts inside. Paul Pogba finesse from there. Imagine. Oh my days. It goes in. Paul Pogba makes it 1-0. 3 minutes in. And now it's Michel Olise on the ball. Gives it to Paul Pogba. And here comes Paul Pogba in the 7th minute. Can we get another goal? Gives it back into Olise. Michel Olise cuts back. Referee. That's a foul. But Barcelona get lucky as it's only a yellow. A red would have changed this game. And here comes Bradley Barcola for FC Barcelona. Let's not concede straight away after scoring. It's Daniel Olmo. Shove him out of the box. Cobel makes a save. Jamal Musiala on the ball now, gives it into Paul Pogba. And here comes the old Paul Pogba through ball into Jamal Musiala. Can we make it 2-0 in the 20th minute of the game? Musiala with a finish, and it goes in. Pogba gets the assist. Is this game over? But FC Barcelona are not ready to give up. It's Omar Marmoush, gives it to Dani Olmo. One of our defenders made a mistake. Dani Olmo with a shove him out of the box. Cobel keeping us in the game. And now here come FC Barcelona. It's Omar Marmoush on the ball, looking to take on other defenders. We can't catch up, and we do, but it's going to be a free kick. And Lamine Yamal will be taking this free kick. We know he can hit one. Oh, Omar Marmoush, let's see what's going to happen. It's Lamine Yamal with a shot, and it's a great clearance from Pavlovic. But now it's Bradley Barcola on the ball. He's through. Can catch up. We go for the tackle, and it goes in anyways. Barcola gets one back, but we lose the ball immediately after scoring. And here comes Barcola. Joshua Kimmich. It's too slow. We chase to Upa. It falls into Olmo. And right before halftime, Barca have equalized. And now it's Rodri gives it to Lamine Yamal. And here comes Lamine the Dream. Gives it to Omar Marmoush. Can we stop him? And it's gonna be a penalty. Vivian misplaces the tackle, and it's a yellow. Barca might lead. And now Lamine Yamal versus Cobel as he goes to the left, and 3-2 for the first time. We go down. We have photoed this final. It's Paul Pogba now on the ball. Sends a through ball into Olise. We need a goal. We need now. Gyökeres back into Olise. It's a beautiful build-up play here. It's Michel Olise with the finesse, and it goes in. 55th minute. We have equalized the game. And now it's Rodri. Gives it to Lewa. Back into Rodri. Through ball into Robert Lewandowski with a finish. In the 80th minute, Barca have taken the lead. And now it's Jamal Musiala on the ball. Gives it to Paul Pogba. We need a run from somebody. And it's a through ball into Michel Olise. Everybody's tired of Musiala. Gets a run. 1v1. The Bayern Munich man to tie the game. 86 minutes. It's 4-4. We might be going to extra time. And boys, it's going to be a penalty shootout. Come on, Pogba. Win this game. And up first is Robert Lewandowski for Barcelona. Gets his own teammates in Bayern Munich, and it's saved by Pogba with his feet. What a save. Come on, Paul Pogba. Make it 1-0. Take the lead for your team here. And Paul Pogba goes to the left, and it's saved. This is not good. And now up next is Rafinha for Barcelona. Goes to the left. Oh, my days. Barca score first. This is not good. Joshua Kimmich, the captain. Pogba has missed a penalty in his last ever football game. Bottom right, it goes in, though. Come on. We must win this game. Up next is Lamine Yamal, the wonder kid. Goes down the middle. We get chipped 2-1. Barca take a 2-1 lead. And now, up next is Vivian. Dead tired. Bottom right, it goes in 2-2. We cannot be the next team to miss a penalty. And now it's Rodri, the captain for Barcelona. Goes down the middle. And no, come on. Why is everybody going down the middle? Dejan Kulusevski, you just got subbed down. You better not miss. Bottom left, it goes in. It's almost saved. And now it's Pedri. Come on, Pedri. You have to miss this, even though I like you. No. Top right, if Bayern missed this, it's all over. As Mamadou Dembélé is versus Musiala, who saved us in this game. Bottom left, it goes in. We're going to sudden death. And now up next is Pablito Gavi, who has a miss written all over him. To the right, Kobo makes a save. And now, if Ademola Lookman, can the Nigerian win the UCL for Pogba? And he does. Let's go. Pogba has finally won the Champions League. And Joshua Kimmich lifts the Champions League. Paul Pogba has won his first ever UCL. His final ever game. And yes, we have saved Paul Pogba's legacy. And if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to click on the screen and watch me win the Champions League with Inter Milan with their brand new transfers.